Hey, welcome back. It's Mike Frank with Berkshire Hathaway, Frank Oliver and Company, coming to you again from the office. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am that we're back in the office part-time, getting stuff done. So, everything going on in the world right now, people are asking, what's the future of real estate housing look like, and what's the market going to look like, even in the fall? With everything going on, the uncertainty, that's what's on people's mind today. So, before we run down that road, bunch of things that you guys should know. In the last week, we've listed, I think, 4 or 5 houses. Every single one of them, except one, albeit it got listed over the weekend. Multiple offers. We had one with 17 offers. So many that we're still processing offers. It's insane. So the market is really strong right now. If you guys are thinking about listing your home, it's a great opportunity because supply and demand is just in a drastic outturn, right? We also have a couple new active listings, as I mentioned from last week. We have one that just went active over the weekend on Eastern Avenue down in Baltimore City. It's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, right in the center of Fells Point. Great house, renovated 2 or 3 years ago, and the sellers are excited to bring that one to the market. Keep an eye on our social media feed. We're going to have lots of things coming to you this week. All right. So, question was, have there been a lot of people in the market buying homes? With everything going on and all the uncertainty in the world, the answer is yes. Now, are we seeing more people in the market buy than any other year? Not necessarily. There's not an added amount of buyers in the market, but the problem is that are we seeing more people selling? And the answer is no. And the question becomes why? So the first and foremost reason is that people are holding tight. It's their largest investment, and they just don't know, with the uncertainty in the world, what's going on right now. So we've had a lot of buyers and sellers, both, that have been holding on from the beginning part of the spring. I had a seller that was putting their home on the market April 1. When everything happened in March, they decided to hold on and not list their home. They've since realized that coming around to the way the world is going to be, this is how they're going to have to sell their home. So we listed it, got it under contract just 3 weeks ago, and we've been moving forward ever since. Multiple offers on that deal, great opportunity for sellers in our market. But we still have a lot of sellers that are holding tight and they're uncertain and they're not sure if they want to make a transition. So I would encourage you, again, if you're thinking about it, ask the question, what's my home worth, so we can get you guys a value. Now, what will happen to home sales if we quarantine again in the fall? That's a big concern. And I think what we've learned by this spring and the whole adventure that we've had this year has been virtual home buying is a very real thing. People are very focused on making a transition because putting themselves into a position where they may be putting themselves or exposing themselves is not comfortable, so they're more focused on making the action happen. I can't tell you how many people we've gone through a virtual home experience where they're looking at homes online and we're doing walkthrough video tour and we're doing Zoom buyer consultations, Zoom listing presentations, and they're actually making transition happen while never leaving the house. So even if we do have another quarantine in the fall, hiring the right real estate professional is going to create the opportunity for you to be successful in your transition. Because let's be real, jobs change, family changes, opportunity changes. And especially for the people that are realizing that maybe they've overspent their means, or for the people that have just simply decided that now is the time to transition, waiting another year just doesn't make sense for them. So focus is getting the real estate accomplished and getting the deal done. Quarantine may come, but we still have business to do because we have goals to accomplish for our sellers and for our buyers that we're working with. In the end of the day, we're seeing housing prices continue to rise as we see every spring, and we see a little bit of a plateau coming in the near future. And we're hoping that we can continue that growth through the fall, especially with quarantine situation, by driving marketing traffic online. We're hoping to continue to see that growth happen over the course of the next 6 to 9 months as we come into 2021 with a little bit more certainty in the market. We are concerned that there's going to be this continual pent-up demand from buyers, so we need more supply in order to get those homes sold, and we want to make sure that we can protect the people that we're working with by offering them the most opportunity. So in an effort to sell your home, as you're thinking about what's going on in the world, you might want to consider, what would my home be worth today? With everything else going on, you might as well educate yourself so you can be more prepared should something happen in the fall, right? If you're focused on making a transition, now is the time to look into what your home value is worth, because we do have an imbalance of supply and demand. and people are worried, but I think it's easy obstacle to overcome. Now, big question came up last week, which was, how is this different from everything that happened way back when in 2008? And to be honest with you, I wasn't there, so I can't really speak to it. But what I can tell you is through my research, we've identified that in 2008, interest rates were so high, we're talking 6%. We're talking growth rates based on refinance and value in the community of 11% year over year. And what that taught us was, if we're avoiding the past and we're making sure that we can continue moving in the better direction, we have to make sure that our numbers don't mimic the past. So what we know today is that interest rates are well below 4%, which is giving buyers a great opportunity to buy at a heightened price point, which is opportunity for our sellers. But the concern is that, well, we're growing at the same rate of appreciation, which is creating the downfall. Well, we're not. The numbers would show you that we're actually growing at a 4% appreciation in price, and stabilization therein over the course of the next 2 or 3 months is going to keep our market growing as it has been for the last 9 or 10 years. So we've seen value appreciation, and we've seen interest rate hike, and we've seen changes in our market. But with all the new regulation that's going on in today's world, we don't anticipate finding problems where we've had issues in the past. There's so much protection for our buyers and for our sellers. And for us, we're focusing on making negotiation happen, where we're protecting you and encouraging you as the client what's going to be the best thing to protect your long-term investment, not just what's going to get the deal done today. That's going to protect you more than any value appreciation, more than any change in the market, and ultimately hiring the right professional is such a big focus point. So, as always, you guys can always reach out to us, ask any questions that you have. We look forward to bringing you more information, and hopefully we can continue to deliver this kind of good, positive news in the weeks to come. But in anything does change, of course, reach out to us and let us know. We look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.